Hello, everyone. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the new free podcast app. Anyone can download it. It's on Android and iOS. There's a lot of creation tools that you get to use for free. It gives you your RSS code, and you can use it on your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You make money from your podcast with no minimum leadership. Everything you need in one place on one app. Don't forget to download yours today, now. Hello, podcast world. Welcome to my channel. Today is 4/8/2021 at 10:34 a.m. and I'm just here to talk about drugs. Are you on them, and why or why not? But no, seriously though, I've come across a lot of drug heads, I guess I'll say. People that are on meth or aesthetic or just plain old fashioned high quality weed with all its strenuous names that I've never heard of before. Oh, I got that new Superman, or I got that new green crack OG Kush. I got that new Cheech and Chong. I got, I got the stickiest of icky. I don't know, man. Like, where are they getting these names from when it comes to drugs? And what is the mindset of someone who does drugs? Now, I'm going to go even further than that, because I'm not downing my people who smoke weed. I mean, shout out to the states who are forward thinking and getting all that money off of marijuana sales. Like, thank you. What is that? Colorado, California, Washington State, I think Illinois, and is Oregon, maybe. Either way, it's about 4 or 5 different states. The more liberal states or whatever. So I know for sure California and Colorado and Washington State and Oregon. That general area up there in the Northwest. So, hey, have at it. Those are places that if you go and you're on public transportation with something else that I don't really like, then you're going to be surrounded by someone who smokes some kind of weed. And I say some kind because you probably bound to come off of that bus with a contact like you never had before, and you're going to be semi-high or low or whatever. Now, my thing is, me and my homeboy was talking the other day, a friend of mine, and he was talking about drugs are narcotics. He was like, I'm not going to do anything that's narcotic based. If it's got narcotics in it, then I don't want to do it. He's like, I don't understand how you let's say a white powdery Epsom salty looking substance comes along and is in front of you, and you say, I want to snort that, or let me eat that, or let me stick that in my arm. Like, I don't understand the mindset of a drug user. I don't understand an addict. I don't understand those who say, can't smoke real weed because I'm on probation or parole. Let me smoke this fake synthetic weed that's like potpourri. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Let's smoke that aesthetic. So I don't understand, the mindset of people who use drugs. And I don't understand. For me, they call it mood enhancers. So I'm not really a big mood enhancer person. I don't think that's for me. You out of there on the mood enhancement situation. If the mood enhancement, like whatever you trying to do, requires you to stay up days at a time or sleep for days at a time, and it's causing you to have poor hygiene, your teeth falling out, and you're not washing your ass, that is an issue with me. So I would encourage you to please get help if you're out there. And they have several types of facilities, rehab and whatnot, that'll have you guys saying the Serenity Prayer in no time. If your thing is drinking, you're an alcoholic, Go for it. Please go find help. And if your thing is something much deeper, that you're connected to an addiction like gambling, I salute the people who are out there and they have like their nymphos and they have like some sort of sex addiction. I'm personally all for procreation. Like, go for it. If that's what, if boning makes you feel good, if sex is what thing that gets you off, go for it. You were designed to do that. You know, you were designed to enjoy that. But some of these things or whatever, especially if it's narcotic based, chemical based, whatever, most drugs come from plants. So when people make the statement of it's a plant guy put here for me, they're talking about weed. That's one of the weed defense stories. I mean, so is cocaine. And some people can argumentatively say so is sugar and so is caffeine. Like, these too much of anything. It doesn't matter if you are addicted to food. Overeating is horrible too. It's going to take a toll on your body. So anything that you do in excess is going to mess you up. Like, even if it's positive. Too much water is too much water. Too much sleep is too much sleep. Too much exercise is too much exercise. Like, you gotta find a way to do everything you need in moderation. But I'd much rather hear you say, "Oh, I want to drink water," than, "Oh, I want to drink whiskey." And here it is, it's the middle of the day. It just turned 12 o'clock noon. So, like they say, people that do drugs usually have an excuse or find an excuse, the reason, not that they need it, that push to do some type of drugs or whatever. And then you have those enhancement smokers or drug users or whatever be like, "Hey, you ever done this and that on drugs?" Or, no. Never done anything on drugs. I just feel like the DARE program is failing us. I'll never forget my 5th grade year. I was so excited because I saw my brother and sister before me get to do it, and they come in there, and I did the DARE program in '95. That was in the mid '90s, and that was like at the peak of when drugs were like crack. You know, that was the peak of the crack thing or whatever. And it was like when people would say, "Oh, crackheads hula hoop through the Cheerio," and out of this, or they come in with that egg and be like, "Oh, this is your brain on crack, you know, brain on drugs and all that." I took that with me, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I'll never forget, when they cracked that egg, you know, they smashed it, and it was like, "Oh, this is your brain on crack." I don't want my brain to be on crack. I don't want, you know, that's not something that I really want. So I've always said, more or less, no to drugs. Now, I have experimented with marijuana, you know. I feel like this day and age, who hasn't, you know? It's hard. But my thing also is age appropriate. Like, kids are starting to be doing drugs. Like, they ain't even old enough to drive. Not even in middle school. And they're like 9 years old out there doing drugs or smoking out of a vape pen or whatever the case is. So, it's just a thought. It's something to put out there in the atmosphere. Yep. So, with that being the case, please find help. The help that you need. Don't be a Rick James. Don't let your life bring you down with the power of cocaine. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. That's what Rick James said. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Like the narrator said, "Why did y'all get us some help?" We did. Beat his legs down to like they were like linguines. So, this is me to you, hoping to get the message out that maybe you will get the help you need when it comes to drugs that you're using, narcotics, you know, even if it's, you know, like they say weed is a gateway, but I just don't really see how you could decide to do some more hardcore drugs, especially like once you hear about people that died and fainted and dehydrated or anything like that. So, thank y'all. Please find help and bring world peace, because no one wants you to be out and being strung out and living off change on the street trying to support your habit. And I also would say that I'm tired of seeing people not giving their children a chance and smoking before the baby is born. Like, give it up for 9 months, please. For your child has some sort of breathing disorder or some sort of disorder like asthma. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this. And stay tuned for the next video.